Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Wash Talk. And yes, I'm sorry to say that we missed December, but pretty busy time of the year, the holidays and everything, so I didn't really get around to recording. And yeah, so we're going to just, forget that happened and move on to January's. I'm going to start with cleaning the golf cart. Let's see. My sorry golf cart. My poor cat Ulysses gone missing. Worry. Corner. Boisterous carp. How does one confuse a carp for a cat? Maybe a calico cat. Yeah, cart needs a hose down. Let's get jumping right to it. So, I've got a couple of months to cover at this point since we missed last month. So, yes, last month was December. So, we had such holidays as Christmas and New Year's and Kwanzaa, Hanukkah too. Oh, I'm not as familiar with those holidays. My family celebrates Christmas, so it actually might not take that long. It'd be over very quickly. Area 60, 62, 64, 55, 66. Yeah, this might be, we might have to jump over to another one after this, but yes, Christmas time was here, and I need to get on top. Give me that. Put that there. Up top. I had some, actually, I'm done with work now, but December, I think I worked later in December than I think I've ever worked before. It was kind of a mild December as well. But yeah, it was good though. It was a good, at least for me, it was a good month. All right. Getting back to the whole talk of December and Christmas in general. Many different people have holiday traditions that they do with friends, family, the like. Holiday tradition that I do and I enjoy doing is my folks like to go and Christmas carol with some old family friends of ours. Hold on. Hold on. Nope. Press this. Let's see, what do we still have to do? Wheels. Bumper. Chassis. Tires. Okay. Oops. That's the wrong button. Wheels. Oh, there we go. I see him now. Bumper. There we go. And that's it done. Press the wrong button again. Goodness gracious. Then it's a time lapse. Very quick. Yeah. Almost no time at all. Continue. So we did complete all these. New. We'll do clean the shoe house. Martha Hubbard. Yeah. It is how it is. a lot more careful about the young the young people nowadays. Back when I was a kid, the parents were like, "Oh, make sure you're home by a certain time." They didn't really care. Ooh. They didn't really care what I did as long as I didn't get into trouble. Oh, scaffolding. Ooh, what's that say? Very well been. Scaffolding. Point left corner and squeeze trigger to move. I can move this whole thing? Oh, that's marvelous. Okay, we'll start with the bottom. We'll start by just... we'll just do this. I think green will do for now. We'll start with this. Anyway, some Christmas traditions that we have with family and friends. Caroling, going over their house, caroling to their neighbors. At one point, we caroled in our neighborhood, but we did not do that for very long. I don't remember why. I don't remember why we didn't do that. Okay, that looks dirty, but I think that's just the texture of the outside of the house. There we go. So yeah. Anyway, here we go caroling, and like I said, we used to carol in our own neighborhood, not on Christmas Eve, but it was like a week or so before Christmas. We did it with some neighbors and some other friends, but we haven't done that in years. And I don't know why. I don't know why we stopped doing that. We seem to enjoy it, but it's busy enough maybe around the holiday season that people don't have the time to do it Christmas Eve and also a week before Christmas. So, no complaining when someone comes to their house to for them to sing Christmas carols and what have you. But that's just how it goes sometimes. And my friend who lives up in Vermont, he came down to visit and join in. It's his family that we do the Christmas caroling with in their neighborhood. It's nice to see him. Don't always get to see him a lot, but it is always nice to see him when we do. Oh, there we go. Nice and clean. And this. Up and down, up and down. Yeah, that is the same friend who does a podcast that I am sometimes on, a frequent guest on. Well, I'll tell ya, definitely recommend. A lot of laughs, a lot of fun. He does music too, and plays, a variety of different instruments: piano, guitar, kazoo. That might actually, that might turn you off of his podcast if, play the kazoo, but, it's quite good. It's quite good. He actually, I appear on a podcast that I did with him and his brother for, post-spooky season, which may or may not have come out when I did my November, Wash Talk. I don't honestly remember. It came out kind of late in November because it was a post Halloween spooky season podcast, and we talked about different is it? This banister is not getting that clean. Oh, there we go. There's Chris clean now. But I'm just gonna go all the way around this and just do that to that. That's good for me. Post spooky season with him and his brother, which is also another good friend of mine. He talked about scary experiences and what have you that happened to us. And, various things. We read a poem. We read a poem on the broadcast together, which was fun. We had a good time with that. Look forward to doing something like that again with them. But yeah, this is, I guess, almost kind of like a podcast where I just talk and you listen as I wash away the dirt and grime. Obviously more visual stuff going on, but not necessarily need to be watching. I mean, it's just washing. I mean, you might be the kind of person who likes it. I don't know, but okay. Haven't had to buy any kind of chemicals or anything like that to wash a specific type of grime. I'm not sure if you need to, but yeah, I'm gonna just do the door and the door frame before I move on. Let's get her done. Get her done. Anyway, back to the holidays. So my brother and sister-in-law, who live, I don't know, like an hour and a half or so away from where we live, they came and saw us. That's not gonna. They came and saw us for Christmas. Yeah, we do kind of every year we swap out New Year's or not New Year's, Christmas or Christmas Eve with them, and they either do whatever we don't do. They do Christmas or Christmas Eve with her parents, who also live, who I guess don't also, it's not also, but they live, ooh, I need to put this over here. Anyway, yes, it is always good to see them. They brought the dog. My cat was not happy about that, though. Did not like the dog intruding on his territory, so he hid upstairs the entire day while they were here. But such is the way with some cats and dogs. They can't. I'm not sure about their dog. Their dog might have been fine, maybe a little overly excited, but yeah, my cat was not having any of it. But you can't force these things. If the pets aren't going to get along with each other, then you really can't just force them into a room to stick together. They're not going to like that. Well, yeah, I guess you could, because you are in all sense their master and can control what they do. If you want them to be somewhere, then all you have to do is put them there, and not a huge amount they can do about it if you lock them in a room. But I try not to do that. That seems kind of cruel. If the animal doesn't want to be somewhere, unless it's something like, oh, they don't want to go to the vet, but like if you have to go to the vet because you have an appointment, we have to get your shot, that would be an exception. Are we going to get to this whole shoe house done this video? I don't know, maybe. We've already done, I think we've done quite a bit already, but that whole thing right there, just doing the exterior of the shoe going this way. But yes, we had a good Christmas time, and of course, New Year's Eve, didn't really do all that much. I kind of stayed at home. We had some sangria, which was nice. I did have people over on New Year's Day, though, which was fun. I was hoping that, we could go ice skating, but sadly, the conditions were not ideal for ice skating, so we had to skip that. It is what it is, though. What can you really do? You can't control the weather. Yet. Although, who knows, maybe someday we'll have the technology. Should we control the weather, though? I feel like that would kind of screw up, might screw things up even worse if we decided we could control the weather and maybe get like that sounds like the beginnings of one of those, you know, disaster movies. Just like, oh, you know, like a geostorm created by the man trying to control the weather, and now we're all going to die because, well, we're going to die because now the geostorm is coming for us. There's nothing we can do because we made this monster. It's almost a great idea to use the geo device storm creator thing to cancel out, but it will destroy the geo device, and then you won't be able to use it anymore. And the government's like, oh, it costs us, you know, millions of dollars to make that thing, billions of dollars to make it. And it's like, well, we either do this or we can all die because the geostorm is going to completely wipe out life on Earth, and no one wants that. So, anyway, here's an idea for one of those sci-fi movies. What's this? We got a stinky butt. I hope that wasn't from her. Hopefully it's one of the children that is using her account to message me about my stinky butt. Because that was her, then, you know, it's not very professional. I'm trying to hear, you know, clean your house for you. Or I guess not your house. Your building, your shoe building. I covered it a little bit talking when we were doing the wash talk at the playground about how yes, a lot of playgrounds nowadays are very almost sterile in their design. I remember a time when I was a kid, and you know, we had playgrounds that you could really cut your teeth on, like those old wooden playgrounds where they don't have those anymore. I don't think people are too concerned about, oh, my child could get a splinter. It's like, oh, splinters are no big deal for us. We love playing on those. We didn't really care. But yeah, nowadays it's just like, oh, we have to think of the children and their safety, despite the fact that, you know, we had a whole generation grow up on those playgrounds and they came out all right. Well, I mean, can't speak for everyone, but I came out all right and I grew up playing on those. Anyway. Yes, so we had people over for New Year's. The conditions, like I said, were not that great for Ooh, come on, go down. Ice skating, but we still had fun. We played some games, we had some food. It was a potluck, so everyone brought something, which was good. I made some pizza. My mom made some soup. I had a friend who brought some dip with some chips, and yeah, everyone brought something, which, you know, I mean, if you're going over someone's house and they're expecting you to ask you to bring food, then, you know, the place thing to do is to bring food. A little bag of chips, well, hopefully not little, because there's enough people who want to eat those chips, and, you know, a little bag isn't going to do all that much, but, you know, I mean, yeah, a bag of chips, a thing of cookies, you know, maybe when something you make yourself, always good, always good. And I utterly despise it when someone brings something to a gathering like a potluck or a party, a barbecue, anything like that, and it's like, oh, everyone's supposed to bring something for, for the food. You bring something to throw on the grill, or you bring something that's pre-made, or something like that. But I honestly just like, don't just bring something for yourself. Something like, say, a sweet treat. If you bring something like a sweet treat, and it's only for, you, and I can understand. Like, my church has a picnic, and it's like, oh, we bring our own food to the picnic. And he's like, well, that's fine. That's what picnics are for. Bring your own food. If you're going to a party like a barbecue or some other event like that, and you bring something that you're only bringing for yourself or just your own little group, and you're not giving anyone else any, but you're also taking, food that has been prepared for everyone else, that's not cool. It's not. Share. Bring enough to share, or don't bring it at all. That's my mentality. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm being unreasonable. But I just don't think that if you're going to, over some place and you're going to be eating their food, and you bring something that's only for you and your group, or not even just like your group, but just like a select group of people who are at the party, like, don't do that. That's not cool. It's not. Bring enough for everyone, or don't bring it at all. Just don't eat it. Don't eat it at the party. Don't eat it at the barbecue. Okay, if you want to eat it later, if you want to give it to them, eat later. And maybe it's like a gift or something. I can understand that, because a lot of times someone brings a gift of, like, something to someone. Just don't open it up and eat it there. That's just not good. Anyway, sorry, I'm ranting a little bit. A little, touchy about that kind of thing. Because I did have, I love them. They're good family friends, but just like, I don't understand why you thought it was cool to bring something like that to a party where everyone's bringing food to share and then not share any of it. It's not cool. It's not. I'm sorry. Anyway, enough about my ranting. This is not rant talk. This is wash talk. Yeah. So New Year's was a good day. I want yogurt tube. Yeah, it's definitely a children's. Definitely a small children's. I could go for yogurt. There's some granola in it. There's some fruit. It does sound like a good snack right about now. Gotta have lunch at some point. I am recording this. It is Johnny Bit Me. Why are they telling me? Don't tell me. I have nothing to do with that. Are they inside right now? Or are they just like watching me through the windows as I'm washing the outside of the building? Maybe. Ooh, a little creepy. A little creepy. Oh, I threatened I have to use... that might be better to use that over here. Oop. I can hear noises. That coming from... Oh, come on. Go here. There. Oh, there's the gnome. There's a couple gnomes out here, actually. Hello, do you need a wash? I'll give you a wash. You want to wash too? Wash, 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 wash. Give all these washes. Wash, 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 wash. Wash, wash. There. Clean as a whistle. Where did that expression come from? I'm always curious about where expressions come from. Clean as a whistle, or what was that other one I was thinking of recently? There was one I was curious about. I'm trying to remember. And I'm drawing a blank. It always interests me thinking about where words in general come from. Like acorn. Where does acorn come from? not called oak nut. It's just called acorn. We have all manner of other nuts, hazelnuts and pine nuts and all that, but acorn, where does acorn come from? I'm gonna look that up at some point. We'll figure it out. It is very interesting to wonder. Inquiring minds want to know. Acorn. What is acorn? Where is acorn? Who is acorn? So yeah, New Year's was good. December in general was good, if not busy. But yeah. January. What is going on? January, I feel like it's going to be kind of a cool month. At least for me. I'm not really working. I am volunteering at my hospital in transport. I jokingly say I get to push people around all day. You know, I mean, jokingly, yeah, because I push people out in wheelchairs after they have their surgery or after they are released from care, and take them out to the parking lot to the front. They either have someone waiting for them, or you know, they just bring them out there, and then they feel fine enough to walk out. I mean, mainly like taking someone out to the front in a wheelchair. It's more of a liability thing. Gotta make sure that you know, what they're released from our care. All right. Well, probably not my care, because I'm just pushing them out in a wheelchair, but I'm just climbing. Look at me, I'm just kind of climbing on this. Do I have insurance? I hope I have insurance. Insurance would be a very nice thing to have for this kind of job, especially if I'm going to be climbing up. I'm just walking on the railing. Look at me. I just need a skateboard and I go, woo! Kickflip. That'd be an interesting VR game. VR skateboarding. VR Tony Hawk. They've cleaned the whole front of this shoe. It's the toe part. Let's see, hold on, let me just check something real quick. Okay, this door, I could walk through this door, but I'd feel a little nervous. It's a very, you know, it's like not very much taller than I am. For children, I imagine it's probably fine. For children, probably fine. They can probably walk through that, no problem. Me, I don't. I would feel uncomfortable walking through a door frame that short, that high. The high power washer on these. Probably a chemical I could buy, like a. There's. Hold on. Can I go to the shop? Yeah, there's cleaning liquid. The power washer. Let's see. The private. This what I have. I own that. Heavy duty. I could buy. I can't buy that one. It's locked. I need... Oh, I'm almost there. I just need... That'd be almost all of my money, but I'd be able to get a power washer. Oh, I can buy skins, apparently. Not too concerned with skins. Although I did buy the purple gloves. And I also bought the purple outfit. Although I'd never see my outfit. That's only for when, you know, you are, it's only for when you are playing co-op, but anyway, I have to look into that later. I'm not too concerned about it right now. I'll look into getting some better equipment at a later point in time. Spending all this hard-earned cash on things to earn more hard-earned cash from. The point of making money in this game is to buy things to help you make more hard-earned cash, but at the same time, it's just like, well, I mean, I'll get the skins too. Yeah, so I guess if you wanted to, that's what I was thinking there. I guess if you wanted to, you really could have just the bottom of that. Although I could just use the scaffolding to get there. So, well, you know what? We'll go around the side right here. I'm not gonna be able to fit through there. There. We'll go through the side here and just wash down the level, like the first level. Then we'll use the scaffolding to get all the way around. We'll be able to get some up there without even having to go up on the scaffolding. I have to look up and it'll crane my neck, and I like my neck. I like my neck to not be sore. So there is the thing. So what else? What else can I talk about? Oh, we finished the Walking Dead Saints and Sinners series in December. Although I had finished that, I think I finished that back in November. I just had the videos upload, and I didn't want to just spam the videos out like multiple times a day, or multiple. Oh, I did like twice a week. I had the videos come out, which I think was fine. To give an opportunity for them to be viewed, and not like, oh, a new video every single day. I don't want to have to do a video every single day. Although I'm playing the Walking Dead Saints and Sinners game pretty much every single day. It was really fun. I enjoyed that game. I need to do the second chapter for that game. I'm not sure if that's the last chapter, if they come out with a new one, but I know that there is a second chapter to The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, which I will have to look into. I think I actually picked that up with a bundle recently. I'm gonna wash. Mucky old thing. Okay. That would be another job. That is what I'm here for. I'm going to poop. Don't poop. Don't tell me you're going to go poopy. I don't need to know that. A friend, same friend I've actually been talking about with the podcast, what have you. He is a nurse, and yeah, he has to deal with a lot of things like that, like people's poop and throw up and all that stuff. I mean, that's just kind of how a nurse's lot in life is. A lot of times they have to clean up people's poop. I mean, you don't become a nurse without having to expect that. It's like you don't become, a financier without, working with money. It's kind of how it goes. You become a nurse, you are going to, nurse people back to health, and if that requires, wiping their bottoms of poop, then that's just something that you're going to have to do. Now, I'm going to get on the scaffolding to do the rest. We'll just do, oh my neck, we'll just do this base around here. Okay. 65% clean. Am I missing anything? I'll have to go back through. Oh, I can get up there with the ladder. Useful. go. We'll do up here then. I can get up on the roof from here. Maybe we'll go right from the roof right to the scaffolding. Yeah, my job as well, my normal job is kind of messy as well as a gardener, although I would argue probably not as messy as his job. You have to deal with humans, their bodily functions and what have you. I just have to deal with dirt and grime, really odd manure and compost, but I'll take that on any day. I don't think I could ever be a nurse. My gag reflex when it comes to things like that is not good. Not that you have to know about my gag reflexes, but you know, I could also probably never do what he did and get into the military. He was in the he was a nuke in the Navy for, I want to say, 11 years, but that might have also included boot camp. I don't know. I don't think I would have liked being in the military either. Not that I couldn't have physically done it, I don't like people yelling at me. I'm a little on the sensitive side. Got enough of being yelled at just in my Taekwondo classes, but that was less about, you know, oh, give me 20 more push-ups, you miserable scum, and that was more of just intense, you know, training, which you get in the boot camp in the military too. The thing about doing it in cleaning in there. Where is that? That's. How is that letting smoke out? Is this just chimney just for show? Must be. But in something like Taekwondo with that, if you just want to leave, you can just leave. There's no real, you know, and boot camp, they're not just going to let you leave just because you're, well, maybe they do now. I don't know. I'll have to talk to my friend about potentially how his experience in boot camp went. I'll do a podcast about that. And I can interview him and ask about how, you know, his military career in general, how that went. Yeah. Of course, in the military, they gotta train you to be warriors, soldiers. Not sure if a nuke needs to have quite as intense training as, like, you know, an armyman. Well, I know Marine training is really, really intense, but I don't know, like, they have the same base of training in boot camp for engineers and for Marines, and then Marines go off and do their own specialized training after that. You know, there's some kind of training where they sit in water for like days or something. I don't know. Maybe they don't do that much. I don't know. Oop. Can I turn it? Can I twist it? Oh, I can. Oh. Can I? Whoop! Yes! I am on the scaffolding. I want to be closer. I think I should be closer, but we shall see. Charlie found the phone. Interesting way to spell Charlie. I always thought there was an E on the end, but, you know, always finding newfangled ways of spelling names, spelling things in general. Oh, goodness gracious. The people I know nowadays who I've known since they were kids who are having their own kids, and it is just really making me feel old. I know in the grand scheme of things I'm not that old. I'm only in my 30s, but still makes me feel old. Now people, you know, maybe be like, oh, you don't know about old. Wait until you hit 40, then you worry talk about being old. Then there are people in their 50s, going ha to those people and saying just wait until you're in your 50s, and then 60s and 70s and so on and so forth. My dad recently turned 70. He's pretty spry for his age. I would say, well, getting a big fad nowadays is that 70 is like the new 60 and 60 is like the new 50. I got an uncle who you would not believe he was in his 70s. He is so active and does everything from ski and mountain bike and deep sea fishing and all that, and just like you would not believe he's very fit for his age. Very. Now that's what I want to be when I get to be his age. I want to be as active and as physically fit as him. You gotta take care of your body. You gotta be good to it. Well, a lot of times, things also happen, accidents or, you develop health issues when you get older. Sometimes there's not all that much you can do. But, there's a lot of things you can do, especially when you're young, to try to stay fit and, healthy. I will be the first to admit that I have not done a superb job. I am a bit overweight. I am working on that, though. I'm definitely more active than I had been in the past. Working more on, eating fit, eating better, that kind of thing. Oop, I think. Are we... Hold on. I'm going to try to get in here. Although maybe I should move. Actually, you know what? This is probably a better angle as well. Anyway, what were we talking about? No, we're talking about my friend being a nurse. We're talking about my friend being a nuclear engineer in the Navy. And then we're talking about, old age. Kind of quite a bit of a tangent, I think. See if we can get up one more layer. Come on, there we go. Okay. Let's get down and move the scaffolding. We are... Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to turn this. Can't turn it without actually walking. There we go. Washy, 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 washy. One more layer level, I think. One more level. So yeah, what do we have coming in on the channel for January? Well, I think at this point would have had them already dropped, but I did make some new videos for videos for a new series. They had Waltz of the Wizard, which came out. Actually, I think it may have been. And when this comes out, it'll probably have been out for a week, maybe a little less. And then we had a new series that was After the Fall, I think it was. Not sure if it's going to be a series yet. It's not a huge amount going as far as stories. It's made by the same developers who did Arizona Sunshine, but it's more of a multiplayer focused. If you don't play with anyone, they give you bots. It reminded me a lot of Left 4 Dead. You have 4 players working through a map and, yes, fighting zombies or mutants or whatever they are in this game. I don't rightly know that yet. It does feel, it gives off Left 4 Dead meets the Metro games, because it's all, frozen, apocalyptic above ground, and everyone's, all the survivors are like living underground, and, communities trying to survive, what have you. Yeah, it definitely gives off that kind of vibe. Not want to pick it up. There we go. Pick it up. Bring it over here. No. Back it up. There we go. So yes, after the fall and Waltz of the Withered, I'm not sure how long Waltz of the Withered is going to be. It seems to be just kind of like a mess around game. It's not really like... So far, it doesn't seem like there's really any kind of story or anything of the sort. There's a Wither's Tower, you're messing around with magic, and that seems to be basically it. So yeah, we shall have to see about that. I have enjoyed both games. I wish I had more people to play VR games online with, people that I know. I could probably join a group in the actual game lobby for after the fall, but I don't really like to play with people I don't know online. No offense to them, I'd much rather just play with a friend or two. But I, other than my brother, I don't really know anyone who has a VR headset. They should probably, look into potentially convincing someone to get the VR headset. Alright, 99% clean. What on earth? Why is that lit up like that over there? A curtain of yellow. I don't understand. Oh, it's all the way around. And that's just like not very detailed trees. Anyway, let's see what precisely I am missing. Clean, clean, clean. Door frame. Window frame. Wooden trim. Okay. So wooden trim. That's a wooden trim right there. That's window frame. That just gives them just a very quick once over. That's a window. What was it? It was window trim, door frame, window frame, and wooden trim. There we go. That will be the wooden trim. Oh, is there another wooden trim? No frame. Well, that's clean. Right, okay. Oh, that one's clean. Door frame. Oh, door frame's now clean. Clean, clean, clean. We have window frames and wooden trim. Must be that one. go over and do all of the... I feel like it should be turned this way. There. Aha! A little bit underneath, I see. There we go. Window frame, wooden trim. So one more window frame, one more wooden trim. No, that's just a knot in the wood. Also a knot in the wood. Here? Oh, there we go. That must have been the last one. Oh wait, no. We have more window frames. Only one more wooden trim, but we have like 2 or 3 more window frames. Oh, there we go. That's a window frame. Clean. Can I? There we go. Me here. Nope. Here. Ugh. It's pulling off my face. Wash away the dirt and the grime. Tidy. Oh, there we go. I wish it would just, when it gets this close, just automatically complete it rather than have me hunt around and try to find the one speck of dirt on the entire thing. Get these from the top. That was clean. I got that. Woo. That was clean. That was clean. Those were clean. How many did we have left? We had one more window frame, one more wooden trim. Pretty sure this one was clean. This one was cleaned, I believe. I want to say. Oh wait, you know what? I have my special magic button that I should really be pressing to see. And I keep forgetting I have my special magic button. Okay. Pressing it. Oops. Not that button. Yeah, alright. Let's go up over here. Find out. Press the button. Oh, there it is. I cleaned that over there. You hardly even notice it. There we go. Now there's just window trim. Window frame. check up here. Check up here. Press our magic dirt detection button. I'm not seeing up here. Nope, not seeing it up here. Window trim. No trim. It's the last bits of hunting around for the very last piece of dirt. And it's probably the most frustrating in this game. It's a fun game. I do enjoy it. I just really wish I could just have, it tell me which window frame it is, rather than just like, oh, what out of this many window frames is still dirty. It's like, okay, tell me which window frame it is. Let me go hunting all over the place. Because I don't see the dirt. I'm pressing the button. Pressing the button. Pressing the button. Not seeing the dirt. That's window frame. Okay, that's window frame. Boot wall. That's window frame. Boot wall. Window frame. Window frame. Window trim. Okay, so it's wooden trim. Wooden trim. That's still frame. Wooden trim. Is it wooden? Or is it window? Wooden. Wooden trim. Okay, well that would make sense why I've been missing it. I read it as window trim. Okay, so it's one of these things. No wonder I couldn't find it. Oh, there we go. Now that I knew where I was looking, open the tablet to continue. There we go. Something satisfying about watching the speed up version of that. Oh, yeah, so nice. You are a wonder. The play school looks beautiful. Oh, pun. The children are so calm now. I can hear the birds in the forest again. The wind rustling through the leaves. Even my own heartbeat. I hope that's normal. Yes, it's normal. Alright. Vintage car. Ooh. Forest village. Forest cottage. Skate park. That's a large priced one. Look at that. 900. Alright. Well, I think that's probably a good place to leave it for now. Hopefully you have enjoyed, and we will see you all next time. Bye-bye!